The original SQL Plus command line tool has been around for decades, but now a new command line tool, Oracle SQLcl, is available and is automatically included with a server-side installation of Oracle Database 19c. Of course, you can install just SQLcl on your client machine, such as a PC or laptop. I'll give a brief overview of the advantages of SQLcl, its requirements, and the features you can't live without if you don't have access to a GUI environment for Oracle's SQL Developer, or you need to script a batch job that SQLcl will run for you in any of your favorite scheduler applications. Here are the requirements for SQLcl. You need to be running Java version 8 or higher, either the Java Runtime Environment, JRE, or it will also work if you have the Java Developer Kit installed, JDK. It's trivial to install. Put it anywhere on your local disk drive, and for convenience, you can put the location in your path variable, but that's not required. If you have installed Oracle Database 19c on the server, it's already set to go, but you can always install a newer version when it's updated every quarter or so. If you've used SQL Plus in the past with Oracle, no worries, all SQL Plus commands are upward compatible with SQLcl, even SQL Plus scripts. Here's how you run it. At the Linux command line, type SQL along with your database credentials. I'll do that right here. SQL HR, password HR, at localhost, orcl-pdb. Here I'm logging in as HR to the local database. It looks a lot like SQL Plus from previous releases, and that's the idea. Let's take a look at a table's metadata in SQLcl. Using the describe command, I'll type it right now, I'll look at the locations table. By default, starting with SQLcl 19.1 and later, the default formatting option is ANSI console. Notice the nicer underscores under the column names. Notice also that I didn't need to end the describe command with a semicolon. Describe is a SQL Plus or SQLcl command, but not an Oracle SQL command. Very readable. Now I'll look at all of the columns, location ID, street address, and postal code in locations with a select command. I'll type that right here, end it with a semicolon, and hit return. What makes it much more readable is the ANSI console formatting setting I talked about earlier. To see the other SQL format options, use the help SQL set format command. I'll type that right here. Your output can be in any format you might ever use: JSON, SQL Loader, CSV, HTML, or even XML. Here's another great feature of SQLcl, command recall. I just use the up arrow or down arrow to scroll through my recent commands. I'll use that right now with the up arrow. I'll rerun the select statement, but return the country ID instead of the street address. I'll arrow back to street address, erase that, type in country ID, hit the N key, and hit return. Now I have the country ID. What if I only wanted to see the state or province code, but I don't know exactly what that column name is in the query? I'll now use the autocomplete feature. I hit up arrow, then left arrow to get to the place where I want the column. Let's say I want to insert the state province code. I'll arrow over. Start typing ST. I don't know the rest of it, so I'll hit tab. It shows me state province. I didn't know the full column name. I just typed the first 3 letters, hit tab. It showed state province. I put in a comma, hit end, and hit return. And now we have the state province column in there, and I didn't have to type the whole column name. One more thing. Remember the describe command? I'll bring it up and run it again. There's a lot more to know about that table, and SQLcl can give you that information with the info command. So I'll type it right here, info, locations. You get a lot more than just the column names and data types. You get table statistics, such as how many rows are in the table, as well as the indexes on the table, and any foreign key references from other tables. Use SQLcl when you need an Oracle command line tool whether you've logged into the database server itself or have a development environment on your laptop. SQL Plus will always be there, but there are very few scenarios where you need to use SQL Plus instead of SQLcl.